soft like the sun after winter's bite. No words, just the way you breathe, feels like forever in every heartbeat. Seasons may fade, but I'll still choose the quiet kind of love I found in you. Met you under skies that smelled like spring. You smiled and the world stopped spinning. Petals fell like promises from the trees, and I knew you were meant for me. You're my first bloom in the morning light, soft like the sun after winter's bite. No words, just the way you breathe, feels like forever in every heartbeat. Coffee and laughter in quiet cafes, tracing dreams on window panes. You reached for my hand and time stood still. Even silence feels full when love is real. You're my first bloom in the morning light, soft like the sun after winter's bite. No words, just the way you breathe, feels like forever in every heartbeat. Seasons may fade, but I'll still choose the quiet kind of love I found in you.
All right. All right. So, guys, welcome to Shaking Hour. I'm glad you guys decided to join just for a little bit of entertainment. Whilst we are waiting to start the stream, I decided to play some nice background music so that we can enjoy. But anyway, guys, welcome to Shaking Hour. And as you all know, Shaking Hour is a learning session in the evening, 7 p.m. GMT, where we come together as students and have a look at some questions. We solve some practical questions, some past questions, and then we also learn, interact with each other, and make bonds and connections. So I'm glad you guys decided to join today's evening session. Welcome, guys, once again. So if you're watching and you are new here or this is your first time here, I would like for you to comment in the live chat your name and where you are watching us from, so that I can appreciate you and give a big shout out to the members of that beautiful country. Now, before we jump on to solving problems and looking at the questions that we have, I would like to state our guidelines. The guidelines are: here is a learning community, so we only want the appropriate messages or chats to be sent in the live chat. And as always, we will send or I will write the questions on the board. If you know the correct answer, just mention the correct option. So even though some of them are not always uh, multiple choice questions, I try to give multiple choice answers so that we can select. So if question number 1 is A, just let me know it's A. If it is B, just let me know it's B, and then we can move on from there. Now, I would expect maximum engagement from us students so that we can be able to have an interactive session and learn together. We have one of our faithful students joining already. So Kunal, hi, welcome. Yesterday, I think you had a network issue, so you couldn't watch till the end, but I did solve, I think, 2 questions after you had the network problem. So I think you can go back and watch that live stream, and then you should be able to look at the solutions to the problem that I solved after you had the network issue. Are you okay? All right, so once again, welcome back. Now, today we will not be attempting your questions, we'll be attempting simpler versions of the questions so that most of our audience can also engage with me. But I trust that these questions are going to be relevant, are going to be helpful, regardless of who you are. So thank you so much for joining. And then yeah, so before we go on today, I would like to say that the questions I have for us today are on binary operations, relationships and functions, relations and functions, indices, and logarithm. Are we okay? These are the 4 main topics under mathematics that I chose our questions from. So they are under binary operations, relations and functions, indices, and logarithm and exponential functions, right? Now, these are simple, basic questions that we can all solve. But if you are unable to solve, you just guess one of the possible answers, and then we will solve the problems together and find the correct answer. Are we okay? All right. So let's begin, guys. Like I said, if you are new here, let me know in the live chat the country you are joining us from, and then I'll give a shout out to you. All right. So today's a beautiful day. Let's solve some beautiful questions. Okay. So the first set of questions are on binary operations, which I think we can easily solve. So I'm going to write the questions and the possible answers on the board, and then we can proceed to look at the solution together. So we have question number 1. Which of the following operations is not commutative? Okay, which of the following operations is not commutative? We have option A. We have A operation B is equal to A plus B minus AB. Then we have option B. A operation B is equal to 2A plus 2B minus AB. Then we have option C. Operation A operation B is equal to 1 over A plus 1 over B. And then option D, we have A operation B to be equal to A minus B plus AB. All right, so guys, this is the first question that we have for today, and these are the possible answers. So please let me know in the live chat what you think is the correct answer for this particular problem. Are you okay? Now we are talking about commutativity over here. Now you need to know that we have commutativity, distributive property, associative property, and then identity, right? So we have Aztec. I think I hope I'm mentioning the name well. Aztec is saying option D. Okay, Kunal is also saying option D. Okay, anyone else? Today we are going to be fast. Once guys 2 or 3 people mention the answer, we go ahead and we look at it. Are we okay? So the question is saying which of the following is not commutative, and we have the possible options. All right, so we have 2 audience saying option D, and the correct answer is actually option D. Are we okay? The correct answer is option D, because all these 3 are commutative. They are commutative because commutativity state that A operation B should be equal to B operation A, which implies that if I have two numbers and I interchange their positions and I perform an operation on them, I should get the same answer. So if I decide to make A to be 2 and then B to be 3, are we okay? If I put it into this first formula by changing the positions of A and B individually, I will get the answer for option A, option B, option C to be the same. Are you okay? On both sides. And it is only option D that will not give us the same thing. And that difference will be from this part of the expression. It will be from the A minus B side, because over here, if we make it 2 minus 3, okay, that will give us a -1. And then if we interchange their positions, it will become 3 minus 2, which is 1. -1 and 1 are not the same. So guys, you guys are correct. Okay, thank you so much. Let's move on to the next question. All right, so the next question, it will involve a little bit of calculation. So I believe you guys are perfect. You guys can solve it. All right, question number 2, the operation star all right, I think it's asking where I am from. I think I'm from Ghana. Okay, Ghana, Ghana. So I'm a Ghanaian, right? All right. So the operation star is defined on the set R of real numbers by A operation B is equal to A squared plus B minus 4AB. Okay, now you have to evaluate 2 operation -3. All right, so let's look at the possible answers. So also you guys can go ahead and start solving. So the possible options that we have option A, we have -12. Option B, we have 23. Option C, we have 25. And then option D, we have 31. All right. All right, so apparently Aztec knows Ghana as the chocolate country. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, so we export a lot of cocoa in Ghana. Okay, we plant and export a lot of cocoa from Ghana. So yes, we are proud producers. I think if not the second leading country in West Africa or in Africa that export a lot of cocoa. I think Cote d'Ivoire is now the first, I believe. So yes, we are a major exporter of cocoa. So yeah, you can say that. Okay, but Ghana is known for more things more than just chocolate, right? So if you want, you can visit Ghana one day, right? But if you are coming to visit, let me know so that I can meet you at the airport and show you around. Are you okay? But this is the problem we have for the meantime. Let's try our hands on it. So I think we have 2 minutes to quickly try our hands on it, and then we look at the solutions together. The operation star is defined on a set of real numbers R by A operation B is equal to A squared plus B minus 4AB. You have to evaluate 2 operation -3. That is the problem that we have. And so let's work on it. All right, so Aztec is saying option C. Okay. Kunal, what do you have for me? Are you also getting C, or you are getting something else? And guys, for those of us who are watching and we are not interacting, please, it's more engaging or it's more fun when you interact with us. This is a learning platform. We don't shame anybody. Even if you get the option wrong, we just tell you it is wrong, and then we show you the correct answer. That way you can improve academically, and then you can also prepare yourself mentally and psychologically for your exams. Are you okay? Yes, that is why this session, Sharking Hour, is here. It's just to help you study and improve on your studies, right? That is all that I'm doing. Okay, so Kunal, anything from you? Kunal, you have 1 minute. 1 minute to give the option. If you're unable to, then we proceed with the solution. Okay, so whilst we wait for Kunal, let's look at the solution to the problem as indicated by Aztec. So Aztec said option C. Okay, so let's look at the solution to the problem. Right, so solution. Now, we were given an expression that if you have A operation B, then you should expand it as A squared plus B minus 4AB. This is the expression that we've been given. This is the condition for this particular operation, the star in the middle of A and B. Now, in this case, in place of A and B, we are given two operation -3. So what it means is that my A, the value of my A is 2, and then the value of my B is -3. So here, all I have to do is to substitute into the expansion or into the expression A squared plus B minus 4AC. I need to substitute the value of A and B as given to me by the question. Okay, so from here, my A becomes 2 squared plus my B, which is -3. So I'll put that into bracket. Then minus 4 into bracket. A is 2 multiplied by B, which is -3. So I'll put that here and do this. Let me make this like this. Are we okay? Oh, Aztec, I really appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member. Okay, so guys, Aztec just became a member. Aztec, thank you so much. You are the first member that I'm having. Okay, so I think I need to record this. You are the first member that I'm having. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And I promise you, today will not be the end of the live streams, right? There are more lessons coming in the future. So Aztec, thank you so much for becoming a member. And then I have my membership page on the channel. You can go there and have exclusive access to master PowerPoint presentations and everything over there. Okay, so thank you so much. All right, so we'll celebrate Aztec at the end of the live stream, but let's continue. So yeah, so we have what we have here. This is what we have so far. So my 2 operation -3 will be equal to 2 squared will give me 4, and then here we have the -3. So I'll just put the -3 there. I don't need to put a plus there again. Then it will become minus this 4 outside, then into bracket. 2 multiplied by -3 will give me -6 in the bracket. So this will give me -6 over here. So from here, I can proceed and simplify my expression. So 2 operation -3 is equal to, here 4 minus 3 will give me 1. Then minus 4 multiplied by 6 will give me 24. But in this case, the 4 multiplied by -6 is -24. Are we okay? This, let's distinguish this. I'm not using the negative in front of the 4 because I've already written that over here. So this is just me multiplying the 4 and then the -6 to give me -24. So this means that 2 operation -3 is equal to 1 minus minus. Now when you have two negatives, in between numbers, they become positive. Okay, negative, they become positive. So I have 1 plus 24, and then this will give me 25. So the answer to my question, 2 operation -3, the answer is 25, and that is option C, as rightly said by the first member of my channel, Aztec. So Aztec, you are right. And Kunal is saying, I was studying geometry and binary operations, and binary operations is not in my syllabus. Should I join later after completing my class? Oh, no, please, you can just stay behind. We have more questions on geometry and stuff. Are you okay? So you don't need to go anywhere. Just stay behind, and then we'll get there. But it's good you learn binary operations. It's just very simple. It's just like algebra. Okay, nothing too difficult. As I saying, I left Math 6 years ago, and these questions are giving me nostalgia. Just wanted to support you, sir. Oh, I say thank you so much, thank you so much. And yes, it's good you it gives you nostalgia so that how should I put it? You you revive your brain. Are you okay? It excites you, it brings back memories that you've long forgotten. Okay. Asim, hey Asim, welcome. Asim, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you decided to join. I'm so glad to see. Oh, old guys are coming. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you guys so much. All right, so let me erase this and let's move on to the next question. So we have I think about 4 members here uh, directly interacting with me. There are more than 4 people watching, but let's move on. So I have another question that is similar to the previous one, and I think this one, Kunal, you can do it based on how I solved the previous example. So question number 3 here: a binary operation. A binary operation star is defined on the set of real numbers by A operation B is equal to A plus B root 2. Okay, so we have to find, into bracket, 2 operation 3, 2 operation negative 3 operation 5. Are we okay? So this is the problem that we have. So over here we have option A. The answer is 2 plus 5 root 2. Option B, 2 plus 2 root 2. Option C, 2 minus 3 root 2. And then option D, minus 3 plus 5 root 2. All right. All right. So Asim, we are doing binary operations. Okay, it is under mathematics. Okay, and I don't know about India, but in Ghana, in high school, we divide the mathematics into core and elective, right? The core is more of general, the elective is a little bit advanced. So in the core, you learn calculus, just the how to differentiate and integrate, the basic one. But the elective, you do the implicit differentiation and other forms of differentiation that come. You go to the advanced calculus in elective, right? So these are part of binary operations in elective mathematics, but just mathematics. Are you okay? Right. Oh, Asim is saying binary operations. I don't know. Okay. So Asim, the thing is simple, right? If I tell you you have, let's say, 1 apple, right? If you have, let's say, 1 apple and 1 apple, and I give you a sign in between the apple, 1 apple and then 1 banana. I'm saying when you have 1 apple, 1 banana, it means multiply the first apple by 2 and then subtract the banana from it. Okay, this is the rule that I give you. So the numbers I now give you, just apply it to the rule. That is all that it is. So in our case over here, this is the rule that has been given to us. If I give you A operation B, expand it like A plus B multiplied by root 2. That is the expansion. That is the rule. So it's very simple. Okay, also is saying keep up the good work, sir. Thank you so much. Kunal is saying option D. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, Asim, I'm glad you understand. Also is saying I completed SHS this year. Oh, okay. Also, all the best. We wish you the best of the results. From your name, I'm sure you are an L. I wish you the best. And then when you complete, okay, and your results are in, okay, I don't know what you want to do, but if you ever consider applying to the University of Ghana, just let me know. I will meet you on campus. Are you okay? If you ever apply to University of Ghana, I will meet you on campus. But if you apply to KNUST, well, I'm not in Kumasi, I'm in Accra. All right. So Kunal is saying option D. Okay, so who else has a different answer? Anyone with a different answer? So once you get admitted to University of Ghana, let me know. Okay, so Astak is saying option C. Okay, so we have option D. Someone said option D. Someone said option C. Anyone to go for option B or A? Also, what do you have for me? And then Asim, have you tried your hands on it? Please, we have 1 minute more. After that 1 minute, then we solve it together to see if Astik is right or Kunal is right, or they are both wrong or they are both right. So we have 1 more minute. Also, I'm waiting for you. Asim, I'm also waiting for you. But like I said, after this, we'll move to functions, and then we move to indices, and then we move to logarithm, right? So these are the set of topics that we are looking at. We are just on the first one, and this is the last question on binary operation. Are you okay? So from here, we are moving to functions. How to find the inverse of a fraction, how to find, you know, uh, functions, basically things on functions. All right, so guys, let's proceed to look at the solution to this problem. Let's do it together. Now, in this case, right, in this case, if you look at what they say we should find, this is what they say we should find. 2 operation -3 operation 5. So for me, to get the answer easily, I'll take the one in the bracket first, perform the operation on it. The answer I get, I now operate the operation on it with 5. Okay, so I'll take the one in the bracket first, solve. Let's say I get 5, let me not make it 5. Let's say I get 3 over here. Then I'll now bring the operation 5 over here, and then solve it separately. Are you okay? That is the surest way of getting my answer, and that is how come the first one is in bracket. So I'm not saying this is 3, so let's proceed and see. So if I take the first part, it means I have 2 operation -3. Are you okay? And per the definition, it means I will have 2 plus -3 root 2. Are you okay? And so this is equal to 2 minus 3 root 2. Are you okay? This is what I have. From here, I cannot simplify any further. Okay? So this becomes my first part of the expression. So I now have 2 minus 3 root 2, okay, as one entity, then operation 5, the 5 over here, this one. Are we okay? So this will now be equal to A. In this case, the A is the entire thing over here. So that will be 2 minus 3 root 2, okay, then plus B root 2. The B in this case is 5, so it becomes 5 root 2. So all I have here now is 2 minus, I'll remove the bracket, 2 minus 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2. And so therefore, my final answer will be 2. I have minus 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2. Because they have root 2, I can add them. Okay? So minus 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2 will give me plus 2 root 2. Are you okay? So I now have plus 2 root 2 over here. So this becomes my answer. So if I look through the possible options, my correct answer here is option B. Okay? So guys, I hope we understand. So the correct answer here is option B. Okay, so Kunal is saying he has sent a question on WhatsApp. So I'll look at it. Okay, so Kunal, please, just for your question in the group, I will attempt to it after the stream, right? I will answer your question in the group after the stream. Are you okay? But for now, let's deal with what we have over here. So as it is saying, from where did 5 root 2 come? Okay, okay. Guys, let me explain again. Let me solve all again so that we understand where this is coming from. Now, like I said, we were given 2 operation -3 operation 5. Are we okay? So in this case, I will solve the one in the bracket first. I believe that much you understand. Are you okay? So if I solve the one in the bracket first, it means that I have 2 operation -3. And if I apply the formula, this formula, a plus b root 2 to it, it means in this case, my a is equal to 2 and my b is equal to -3. I hope you get this. So from here, this is equal to 2 operation -3 will give me 2, which is the a. Then the -3 will come here. This will become plus. Then -3 root 2, which I can rewrite as 2 minus 3 root 2. I hope up until this point you understand. Okay. Now, because this is the answer to this part of the question, okay, this whole expression becomes the answer to this part, the answer to this part. Remember, the answer to this part, we have to apply the operation 5 to it, the second part of the question. Are you okay? So this whole thing will now be operation 5. Okay, I'm just bringing the other end over here, operation 5. So now that I brought that over there, it means that this entire part is now my new A. This part is now my new A operation. This part becomes my B. Okay, I hope you get this part. Okay, so after solving this part, this whole thing becomes my A, and this one becomes my B. So if I apply the same rule to it again, let me erase this part. So let's continue. So yes, if I apply this to it again, it means that my A, if I apply this formula to it again, I need to write my A. My A in this case is 2 minus 3 root 2. Then the plus sign will come plus the B. The B in this case is 5. But remember, the B always comes with root 2. So in this case, it will be 5 root 2. And so therefore, if we simplify this, we will now get 2 plus 2 root 2. Because minus 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2 will give me 2 root 2. And that is how come the answer is option B. Okay, so I hope you understand this, and yes, I'm sure you understand. Now, Kunal has sent a question. So we have a WhatsApp platform where we interact and then we share questions. So if you want to join, I'll write down my email for you. Just send me hi on email with your name. I'll send you the link to the page and then you join. Are you okay? So the email is my science tutorials at gmail.com. Are you okay? That is my Gmail. Okay. So I'll go and look for the question that Kunal has sent and then we'll solve it together. Are you okay? All right. So let me go to my WhatsApp and let me look at the questions that he has. So we have all the 3 medians of a triangle are even integers. If the 2 medians are 10 and 8, how many values third median can take? I don't really get the question. So all the 3 medians of a triangle are even integers. Okay, if the two medians are 10 and 8, okay, how many values third median can take? And they are saying the answer is 7. Okay, so so Kunal, just bear with me. I will answer that question to you personally, one-on-one in the WhatsApp platform, right? Because I need to first of all understand the question, and I don't really get what the question means. So I have to look at it properly, and then we can solve it together. Are you okay? All right. So I think it's saying multiplying A by B where A contains additional x minus y. So multiplying it by B while B x minus by, right? Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, it's something like solved. When we first solved this part, okay, whatever we get, we will apply the second part to it, operation 5 to it. Okay, and that is how come we get this. So you split it one after the other. Are you okay? And that is how we do it. Or you can do it all together. And if you are doing it all together, it will be something like 2 operation -3 operation 5. And then you solve this one first. So it will be A, which is 2, plus B, which is -3 root 2. Okay, then you maintain your operation 5 over here. Are you okay? And so this is exactly as 2 minus 3 root 2, then operation 5. So if I look at it this way, this becomes my new problem, and then this side, this whole side is my A, and this side is my B. So if I use it like that, it means that I will maintain the A. According to the formula, I will maintain the A, which is 2 minus 3 root 2, and then the B is just 5, so it becomes plus 5. Then I add the root 2. Okay, so 2 minus 3 root 2 will give us 10 minus 15 root 2. So 2 minus 3 root 2 operation 5 will give you 10 minus 15 root 2. Oh, no. See, this is the definition. This is how the operation is defined. It's A plus B operation 2. Are you okay? So in this case, this is the A, then this is the plus, this is the B is the 5. Then I just add the root 2. So we are only maintaining the A. Okay, yes, so I'm glad you get it now. We are only maintaining the A. We've not done anything to the A. This side is the A. So we take it as a whole, and that is the A. And that is how come we are getting B. All right, so that brings us to the end of questions on binary operations. So we'll quickly move to the relations. And then this one, we have to find the inverse of a function. So let's quickly look at that. And then, so we have question number 4. G of x is giving us 2x minus 1 over x plus 1, where x is real, where x is a real number and x is not equal to -1. Find the inverse. Find the inverse, that is G inverse. Okay, so the possible options we have A, G inverse of x. So guys, that's the question. We can start solving it whilst I write down my answer. So G inverse of x will be x over 2 minus x, where x is not equal to 2. Option B is G inverse of x is equal to x plus 1 over 2x minus 1, where x is not equal to 1 over 2. Yes, I think that's it. So we were putting back the new values again in a plus b root 2. Yes, exactly. That is what happened. Okay, and that is what I did. Okay, thanks for understanding. You are amazing. All right, option C, we have g inverse of x, and this will give us x plus 1 over 2 minus x, where x is not equal to 2. And then option D, we have g inverse of x, and that will give me 1 minus x over 2 plus x, where x is not equal to -2. All right, so guys, this is the next question we have: how to find the inverse of a function. Okay, now this is a very pretty simple question. Okay, it's a very simple question. So we have 2 minutes. Let's try our hands on it, and then we will continue. And I've seen the email from Aztec. So Aztec, I'll send you the WhatsApp group right away. Are you okay? All right. Okay, guys, I'm with you. So Kunal is saying option B. Aztec is saying option B. Yes, my name is Samuel. Okay, my name is Samuel. Okay, the full name is Samuel Kotoka. Okay, and you both are saying the correct answer is option B. So let's have a look at it. Are you okay? Let's look at how we solve or we calculate the inverse of a function. All right, so this is my name, by the way. So let's move on to the next slide, and we look at the solution. So the function we were given is g of x is equal to 2x minus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, now this is the function we were given. So the first thing we do when we want to solve this is we let g of x be equal to y. Okay, so we will now have y is equal to 2x minus 1 over x plus 1. Now after this, the next thing we do is we interchange the positions of x and y. Okay, so we interchange their positions. If we do that, we now have x is equal to 2y minus 1 over y plus 1. Are we okay? All right, so just before we continue, all right, so Aztec is saying, Samuel, it was very nice meeting you, but unfortunately I have to go to sleep, otherwise I'll be late for office tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. Aztec, so thank you so much for joining, and thank you for being the first member of my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you. Like I said, I have a membership page. There are exclusive videos out there that I think will be helpful to you in office. Since you're working in an office, I have how to create powerful master PowerPoint slides over there, right? And if you need any help, you can contact me directly via the WhatsApp platform. I'll also help you prepare amazing slides to wow your boss and your your colleagues at work. Are you okay? So I really appreciate you. Yeah, so yes, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. It's at the same time, 7 p.m. GMT. I'll see you tomorrow. Aztec. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So guys, let's continue. So now that we have interchanged the positions of X and Y, the next thing we'll have to do is what? We now make Y the subject. Make Y the subject. So in doing so, we now have the expression this. The x here is over 1, obviously, so we will cross multiply. If we do that, we'll have this x over here multiplying what we have here, and this multiplying the 1. So we'll have 2y minus 1 over here, and that will be equal to x multiplied by y plus 1. So I have y plus 1 over here. So I maintain my 2y minus 1, and this will be equal to x multiplied by y will give me xy, x multiplied by 1 will give me x. So all I have to do here is to send my xy over to the other side of the equal to sign, and then I find my y. So I have here 2y. I'll bring the xy over here. It becomes minus xy. This will be equal to my x is here, so I have that one here. The negative 1 here, I'll send it to the other side of the equal to sign. It becomes plus 1. So over here, we need to make y the subject. So I'll factor out y. If I do that, I'll have y into brackets 2 minus x. And this will be equal to x plus 1. So to have my y alone, I'll divide both sides by 2 minus x. 2 minus x. So therefore, the value of y is equal to x plus 1 over 2 minus x. Remember, x should not be equal to positive 2. Because if x is equal to positive 2, it will make the function undefined. Are you okay? So this is the correct answer. The correct answer is what? X plus y, x plus 1 over 2 minus x, where x is not equal to 2. And that will be the G inverse of x. Are you okay? So if we go back to the possible options, we have x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. That is our answer. If you look at it, yes, x plus 1 over 2 minus x. Sorry. So we have x plus 1 over 2 minus x. And that is option C. So option C is our correct answer over here. Option C. Are we okay? So I think Kunal was saying B. So Kunal, please, do you understand how we got the answer? Please, do you understand how we got the inverse? Also, Asim, please, do you get how we got the inverse? Guys, I hope we get it. I hope we get how we got the inverse. All right, very good. So let's proceed. So let's proceed with the next question. I think let's solve one more question on this, then we can jump to logarithm questions. Are we okay? And I believe the logarithm questions will have a lot of people thinking, since that is also one of the trickiest questions that can come. All right. So the next question we have is this is question number 5. For what values of x is the expression x plus 4, x plus 3, all over x squared minus x minus 6 undefined. Okay, so this is the problem that we have. My answers: option A, I have minus 4 minus 3. Option B, I have minus 2 minus 4. Option C, I have 0 minus 6. And then option D, I have minus 2 and 3. Okay, so guys, this is the next question we have. And the question is saying, for what values of x is the expression x plus 4, x plus 3, all over x squared minus x plus 6 undefined? Okay, so for what values of x is that expression undefined? Okay, now just a hint here. Basically, all you have to do here is to equate the denominator, that is the x squared minus x minus 6, to 0. That becomes quadratic equation. So just take the bottom expression or equation, equate it to 0, and find the values of x. And that will be the two values of x that will make that particular expression undefined. Are we okay? So guys, we have 2 minutes. It is 51. Once it's 53, we will look at the solution to the problem together. All right. So let's give it a go. Okay, so we have Pavan Sai saying option D. Okay, Pavan, welcome, and thank you for joining. So Pavan is saying option D. All right. So who else? Who else has a different answer for me? Anyone has a different answer apart from Pavan? Pavan Sai. I hope I'm mentioning your name right. So Pavan, welcome. All right. So we have 1 more minute, and then we'll solve it together. 1 more minute. So we have one answer from one of our audience, Pavan, saying it's option D. So for those of us who are watching, what do you think is the correct answer? You can guess. If you don't know how to do it, you can guess. And please, if you're watching the stream, just like the stream and then share with your friend and colleagues that may find it helpful, because we stream every day at 7 p.m. GMT. It is 7 p.m. GMT because I come back from work by 6 p.m. GMT. So I need to, get everything set and start streaming an hour after that. That is why it is 7. But on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, it is at 2 p.m. GMT. Are we okay? So I will say more about that at the end of the stream. Yes. So the time is up. And then, yes. So let's look at the answer. So the correct answer is actually option D, as rightly said by Pavan. But let's look at how we got the option D in the first place. So like I said, for this expression to be undefined, it means that the denominator is 0. So if I have x plus 4, x plus 3, all over 0, it is undefined. Are we okay? Now, if we look at what we have at the denominator, we have a quadratic equation. What it means is that quadratic equations, we know that there are values that can make that equation equal to 0. So those numbers, if we substitute them in place of x, they will make the expression, the denominator, become 0, and it will be undefined. So to find them, we just equate the denominator. Okay, so which is let me write down the solution. So the solution to this problem is we equate the denominator, which is x squared minus x minus 6, we equate it to 0. And once we do that, we solve for x, and that becomes our answer. So if I look at the expression x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0, I ask myself, the first number or the coefficient of x squared is 1. 1 multiplied by the constant, which is negative 6, will give me negative 6. So which two numbers can I add or subtract? Which two numbers can I add or subtract to give me a positive x in the middle, right? So which two numbers, when you add or subtract, you get negative 1. So 2 and 3 will give you that. Precisely negative 3 and positive 2. So negative 3 and positive 2, when you add them, you get negative 1. So over here, this becomes x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. If you look at it, minus 3x plus 2x will give me minus x. We've not done anything to the equation. We've not done anything to it at all. So from here, we can factor out x between the first two here. So if I do that, I'll have x outside bracket, x minus 3 inside the bracket, then plus. If I look at the next two, I have 2x and minus 6. The common term over here is 2. 2 is common, so I'll factor out 2. Then I'll have into bracket x minus 3 over here, and this is equal to 0. So therefore, I'll group them. I will have x plus 2, the x here, and then the 2 here. Then I'll maintain one of the brackets since they are the same, which is x minus 3, and this is equal to 0. Okay, so I'll take them one by one. So let me clear this side. So we have x plus 2, which is the first bracket. I will equate it to 0. And then I'll take the second one, x minus 3. I'll also equate that to 0. So x plus 2 is equal to 0. We'll have x to be negative 2. And over here, we'll have x to be equal to positive 3. So my values are negative 2 and 3, as rightly said by Pavan. So Pavan, you are right. You are awesome. Okay, so you are correct. All right, so let's move on to the next question. The next question that I have, it is about finding the inverse of a function again. Are we okay? I hope this one we can solve it. So we have to find the inverse. Find the inverse of f of x being equal to x plus 3 over x minus 4, where x is not equal to 4. Okay, find the inverse of this particular expression. So over here we have option A. We have 3 minus 4x over x plus 4, where x is not equal to negative 4. We have option B, 3 plus 4x over x minus 1, where x is not equal to 1. We have option C, x plus 1 over 3x minus 4, where x is not equal to 4 on 3. Then we have option D, which is 3 minus x over 4x minus 3, where x is not equal to 3 over 4. All right, guys, so we have to find the inverse of this expression, x plus 3 over x minus 4, where x is not equal to 4. We have to find the inverse of that particular expression, and these are the possible options that we have for this particular question. All right, so guys, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's try our hands on this question and comment the right answer in the live chat. Like I said, if you are solving and you are not able to, or you've forgotten, or you are unable to get a correct answer, right? You can just take a guess, right? I mean, you have 25% chance of getting it right. Okay, in this case, you have 25% chance of getting it right. It is better than not answering at all. Okay, so we have quite a number of people watching the stream right now. Please give it a try. It can be A, it can be B, it can be C, it can be D. You have 25% chance of getting it right. Are you okay? So why waste it? All right, so we have Kunal saying option D. Okay. Anyone else? Awad Osman is saying option D. Okay, maybe today is the D day for for salary payment, so a lot of people are saying D. Okay, anyone else? Guys, don't forget that the first thing you have to do when you are solving this is you make f of x y. So this expression will become y is equal to x plus 3 over x minus 4. That's the first step. The second step is you interchange their position of x and y. So this will now become x is equal to y plus 3 over y minus 4. Okay, so Kunal and Awad, please take this expression. Okay, I've simplified it for you. Take this expression, x is equal to y plus 3 over y minus 4, and make y the subject. Make y the subject. Kunal, don't sleep. Kunal, don't sleep. So take the expression in the red rectangle or box and make y the subject, and that will give you the correct answer. So Awad and Kunal, give it a try again, because option D is not the correct answer. All right. Guys, after that, the next series of questions we have are simple indices and logarithm questions, which I know we can solve. Right? I know we can solve. Anyone with the answer? Okay, we have 1 more minute. After that, then we solve it together. Like I said, finding the inverse of a function is easy. There are two things involved. The function given to you is equal to y is equal to the function. The first thing you do is to what? You interchange the positions of the variables, and then make the original y the subject, and that is it. Are we okay? So in that light, it means that if I move to the next page where we are going to solve, the expression that I have was f of x is equal to x plus 3 over x minus 4, where x is not equal to 4. So here, f of x can be rewritten as y. F of x is y. Normally in mathematics, f of x or whatever, you can represent the variable. Here we are saying it should be y. So y is equal to x plus 3 over x minus 4. We have not done anything to the equation yet. Now the only thing we will do over here is now interchange. We will interchange x and y. Okay, it means wherever you see x, put y there. Wherever you see y, put x there. In the equation above, this equation, where you see x, put y there. Where you see y, put x there. So it becomes x is equal to y plus 3 over y minus 4. So now that I have this expression, solve for y. So the next thing here is what? Solve for y. Are we okay? So in solving for y, we need to cross multiply. So we'll have x multiplied by y minus 4. And this will be equal to what? Y plus 3. So if I expand the bracket, I'm going to get xy minus 4x is equal to y plus 3. So I want to group the y's at the same side. So I have xy I'll bring the y here to the other side. It becomes minus y. And this is equal to, I have my 3 here, still here. And then the negative 4x, I send it to the other side. It becomes plus 4x. So from here, I factor out my y because that is what I am finding. So my y now will be equal to, or y into bracket, x minus 1. Let me erase this. So it will be x minus 1. Okay, because y multiplied by x will give me xy. Y multiplied by negative 1 will give me negative y. And this is equal to 3 plus 4x. So to find my y, I divide both sides by x minus 1, x minus 1. So my y now is equal to 3 plus 4x over x minus y, where x is not equal to positive 1. Because when x is equal to positive 1, 1 minus 1 will give me 0, and it will make the equation undefined. So this is my answer. Y is equal to 3 plus 4x over x minus y, where x is not equal to 1. So if I look at my original expression, I have 3 plus 4x over x minus y, where x is not equal to 1. So B is the correct answer to my problem. All right, so guys, let's have a couple of indices, basic indices, and then we'll end today's stream. And then Kunal, you and I will go and continue on the WhatsApp platform that we have. All right, so let's proceed. Let's look at some few basic, just basic questions on indices. Okay, so the next question we have is we have to find the value of x in the equation we have 8 whole number 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 over 512. Okay, so this, guys, this is the question that we have, and this is the question that we are supposed to solve. So the possible options are A, B, C, and D, obviously. A is minus 5, B is minus 2, C is minus 1, and then D is 4. Okay, so guys, this is the problem that we have. Let's give it a try. Okay, we have to find the value of x if 8 whole number, 8 raised to the power 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 over 15. Okay, as I have written boldly. So let's go at it. And like I said, this is indices. Okay, so you need to convert something into a power of something. Once they have common base, you equate the powers and then you solve for the value of the unknown. Okay, so I'll give you guys 2 minutes. So once we solve it, let's mention our answers in the live chat and then we can end today's stream. Okay, like I said, when it comes to works like this, you have 25% chance of getting it right. Okay, or if you are smart enough, problems like this, you only need your calculator. So 1 divided by 512 is what? Write it down as the decimal. Then you come to 8 raised to the power 2x plus 1. Then you take the possible options, substitute them in place of x 1 by 1 and see the one that gives you 1 over 15. That's all. So I will take 8 whole number, 8 raised to the power 2 into bracket, negative 5, then plus 1. Then I'll do it. Then I see what I have. Then I continue like that. Are you okay? So Willis, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. And then Willis, now that you've joined, please, we have an equation on the board and we are supposed to solve it. Are we okay? It's on indices, very easy. And if you don't know how to solve it, you can still guess whether A, B, C, or D as the possible choice, and then we'll look at the solution together. Are you okay? So yes, please give it a try. And please don't forget to like the stream. Are you okay? The more likes, the more YouTube will push to more students to engage with me. Are you okay? Right. So whilst you guys are solving, let me tell you some of the plans that I have for the channel. So I think sometimes will come where, right, William is saying -1, which is option C. Okay, let's see. William is saying option C. Let's wait and see. Okay. So guys, anyone else? Anyone with their answer? Anyone else with a different answer from what Willis has said? So guys, we have 1 more minute. 1 more minute. All right. So like I was saying, I think there are times where there are some places I want to visit, like school libraries, maybe travel to South Africa, China, India, and some other places, and look at their visit their libraries, visit their universities, and do a stream over there. Are you okay? In their libraries, in their botanical gardens, in their place of study, and just look at it, right? So a time will come on the stream where when I'm touring the world and I'm looking at places, you guys will be with me, and you guys will be will be watching how things are, right? So I'll be starting from Ghana. We'll be visiting schools, looking at the library, looking at the campus, so that you guys will see how other universities in the world are. Okay, so that is just by the way a future dream of mine. So Pavan is saying option B. Awad is saying option B. Okay. All right. So now that the time is up, let's look at the correct answer. Let's see if Willis is right or Pavan or Awad is right. All right. So here, the first thing we need to do is to rewrite the 1 over 512, okay, in the form. So I have this, and this will be equal to 512 raised to the power -1. Okay, because 1 over 512 will be 512 raised to the power -1. Now, if I look at my left hand side, I have 8 whole number. What it means is that I need to express 512 in the form of 8 raised to the power something. Are we okay? So let's quickly grab our calculator and then look at it. So let's start with 8 squared, right? So 8 squared, that will be 64. No. 8 raised to the power 3, that will be 512. So it means that this expression is, I will maintain this over here, and this will be equal to 8 raised to the power 3. But mind you, there was a -1 on top over there before the 3 came. Are you okay? So it will multiply it to become -1 at the top over there. Are we okay? Now that we have this particular expression, what it means is that we have the base being equal 8 and 8, so we can focus on their powers. So this now implies that I have 2x plus 1, which is the power over here. Let me use a different color. Just the power over here, 2x plus 1. I will equate it to 3 multiplied by -1, which is technically -3. So I will have 2x plus 1. That will be equal to 3 multiplied by -1. So I can now solve this equation. Are we okay? So I send the 1 to the other side of the equal to sign. So I have 2x will be equal to -3. I send a positive 1 over there, it becomes -1. So I have 2x is equal to -4. Because I want x, I divide both sides by 2. So the value of my x is now equal to -2. Are we okay? That becomes the value of my x. So if I look to the possible options, option B is the correct answer. And so therefore, Pavan and Awad, you guys are right. Okay. And Willis, better luck in the next question. Okay, but thanks for trying. You are far ahead of the students who have not tried at all, or the audience who are not commenting in the live chat. All right, so please, Willis, I hope you understand this, and I can move on to the next question, the final question for today, and then we go. Willis, I hope you understand. Right? Silence means consent. Now, the next question I have is going to be a little bit tricky, but you guys can solve it because you guys are good, you guys are awesome, you guys are the best. All right, so let's look at that. One last question for the day, and then we end today's stream. So we have, if 9 raised to the power 2y minus 6 multiplied by 27 raised to the power 6 is equal to 3, we have to find the value of y. The value of y. Okay, so these are 9 raised to the power 2y minus 6 multiplied by 27 raised to the power 6 is equal to 3, right? So we have to find the value of y, and I have my possible options here. Option A is 5/6. Option B is -4 on 5. Option C is -5 on 4. Then option D is -15/4. Yeah, so 5 on 6, -4 on 5, -5 on 4, and then -15 on 4. All right, so guys, these are the possible options that we have. Let's give it a go. So we have 2 minutes. So it is 8:17 p.m. at my end. Okay. So we have Vinit. Vinit is saying it's -5 on 4. Okay, so Vinit is saying -5 on 4. So we have one vote here. Okay. We have one vote for C. Awad, Pavan, Willis, what are we getting? Awad, Pavan, Willis, are we still here? Okay, Willis is saying option C. So okay, so Willis is also going for C. So we have 2 votes for option C. Any other person going for any other thing apart from C? Or we are all going for C? So Vinit and Willis. Okay. So Vinit, I hope you are a Real Madrid fan because your name sounds very close to Vinicius Junior. Are you a Madrid fan? Okay. So Awad and Pavan. Okay, Awad is saying option D. Okay. So 1 vote. So okay. All right. I love the differences. I love the differences. Pavan. Okay, so 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Let's wait for Pavan. If he's unable to answer in the next 1 minute, then we look at it together and we can bring the stream to a successful end. Like I said, tomorrow we stream from Monday to Sunday all day, right? So from Monday to Fridays, it is at 7 p.m. GMT when we started today. So 7 p.m. GMT. But on Saturdays and Sundays, on weekends, because most of you guys are from India and other countries that are hours ahead of Ghana. I start on Saturdays and Sunday at 2 p.m. GMT. 2 p.m. GMT, so that you guys, it will be like maybe 7 or 8 p.m. at your end. So it is in the evening, and you guys can still solve without having the need to run quickly to bed because it is late. Are we okay? So yes, Kunal is saying 7:30. Kunal, are you referring to the time? Oh, okay. So if I start at 2, it will be 7:30 at your end. Okay. All right. Then that is fine. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. At least it's better than it's better than how it would be if I don't do it like that. Okay. So I think when I start 7 p.m. over here, that is plus 5 hours. So that's like 12:30 in Indian time. And so starting live stream at 12:30 your time is not really favorable for most of the viewers who are Indians, right? So yes, I will Saturday, Sunday, I will be streaming 2 p.m. GMT. Right. So that is what I do. All right, guys. So let's look at the solution to this problem. Okay, so Kunal is saying, I was watching your last day stream. You put a lot of effort in the question. Even I was not able to solve so of that question. Oh, Kunal, you're welcome. You see, I have decided that I'm going to be one of the best, if not the best, online teachers, right? So even if you give me a question that I don't understand, I'll go learn about it, try my hands on it, solve it, and explain to the point where even you will understand. That is the whole point. So before I tackle any question, I solve it, right? And I understand, and that's how come I go ahead. So Awad is saying, can I explain it? Oh, Awad, if you can explain, please explain it in the chat, and then I'll read it out to the audience, right? Explain it in the chat. But Kuno, yes, I always make sure the way I understand it, I explain it so that you will also understand it that way. I just have that natural gift of um, explanation, right? I can learn something, understand it in my way, and explain it in the way that I will understand myself, and then someone younger than me will understand. So I try to break things down, show you every step, how everything was done, and how we got the answer, right? So if you have any question at all, to all the other guys watching, if you have any question at all, mathematics or physics, that is high school level, all the way to maybe tertiary or college level, you can send it to me via email. I'll look at it, spend my time learning it, solve it, and then we will have the discussion online the next day. Are you okay? All right. So let me explain how we got the answer for this particular one, because some people are saying C, some people are saying it is D. So over here, let's look at the solution. Okay, I think it's best if I solve it on the next page so that we can see it well. So we have 9 raised to the power 2y minus 6 multiplied by 27 raised to the power 6, and this is equal to 3. Before I solve this, let me move to what Awad has to explain to us. So Awad is saying in the live chat, first of all, turn the 9 to 3 with the first 3, and after that multiply the 3. So 10 the 9, okay. All right. So he's saying we should convert everything to multiples of 3, not multiples of 3, but 3 raised to the power something, right? Because if we look at it, 3 raised to the power 3, 3 raised to the power 3 will give us 27, 3 raised to the power 2 will give us 9, and 3 raised to the power 1 will still give us the 3 over there. So basically, what we have to do is that in indices, for you to be able to equate the powers, you need to have all the big numbers or the whole numbers to be the same, which we call the same base. In this case, we have 9, we have 27, and then we have 3. Okay, the smallest one here is 3. So we have to break these guys down to have a, a base of 3. Are we okay? So what we will do over here, Kunal, I'll read your chart very shortly, is that 9 is 3 raised to the power 2, right? So I'll have here 3 raised to the power 2. That gives me the 9. Then I have the already existing power over there, which is 2y minus 6 is there, but it will now multiply. Then multiplied by 27 is 3 raised to the power 3. Remember, there is an original 6 at the top, so you multiply that with the 3, the new guy. That will be equal to the 3 here. Remember, this one has a power of 1, right? That is how come it is still 3. So now that we have all the bases to be the same, which is 3, 3, 3, we can now equate their powers, okay? So we will now have 2 into brackets 2y minus 6, okay? Because this is multiplication in between them, it means that we will add. Okay, so in indices, when we have multiplications, you add. When you have division, you subtract. So we have this plus 3 multiplied by 6, and this is equal to 1. So from here, I have to expand the bracket, solve for my value of y. So 2 multiplied by 2y will give me 4y, minus 2 multiplied by 6, that will give me 12, plus 3 multiplied by 6, 6, 6 is 12, plus 6, that is 18. So we have 18 here, and this is equal to 1. So here, I have my 4y over here, but I have minus 12 plus 18 here. Minus 12 plus 18, on the look of things, that will give me positive 6. Okay, and this is equal to 1. So from here, I have 4y will be equal to 1 minus 6. That will give me 4y is equal to 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Divide both sides by 4. And then I have y is equal to minus 5 over 4. So this is my answer. And the correct option for our problem is option C as the correct answer, right? So yes, I will go here. For those of us who want to copy the solution, we'll copy that. And I'll go to the live chat to read what our audience are saying. Yes. So, and Awad is also saying 27. You also change 27 to 3 raised to the power 9. Yes. So that is what we did. All right. So Kunal is saying, I have exam in next month, 13 November. I was running to find some Twitter and I came across your channel. I will send some percentage questions. If your schedule is free, it will really be helpful to me. All right, so Kunal, like I said, once you have any question, now that you are on the WhatsApp platform, just drop it on the WhatsApp platform. I will solve it, try my best to solve it, understand, so that in the streams that we'll be having, I'll be putting those questions inside, right? I'll be putting those questions inside. Okay, so yes. Awad is saying thank you. So Awad, thank you too, and thanks for joining. Kunal is saying to to get chance to study with you because I was not good at math, but when I came across a good tutor, I can be able to perform better. I agree. Math is not difficult. You have the principles, you have the formula. Once you know how to use it, you don't have any problem. And it takes practice for you to be conversant with it. Once you practice more, you um, you tend to become better in mathematics. Are we okay? So yes, that is it. Okay. So guys, this is the answer to this particular problem. We've come to the end of today's live stream. So this is the time where we'll have a little bit of discussion and then we can proceed to end the live stream for the evening. So yes, guys, do you have any questions for me? Any topic you want me to 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 talk about tomorrow, or any questions you have for me that you want us to attempt tomorrow? If you do, please let me know right away. Like I said, our streams Yeah, Willis, it's totally possible to collaborate with me. It's totally possible. Please, it is possible you can collaborate with me. Okay, you can collaborate with me. I'll leave my details here, my email. So you reach out to me via email, and then from there I can give you my personal number so that we can interact. So my email is my science tutorials at gmail.com, right? So far, this is the only means you can reach out to me, because I don't want to leave my number here for people, spammers and other people to be spamming me, right? So I give you my email. So once you reach out to me, I'll give you a link to a WhatsApp group you can join, and then we can discuss over there. Yeah, so you can collaborate with me. So Awad, if you want, so for Awad, you are saying, do you have a specific time for lectures? Yes. So for the stream, our live stream, I'm saying it's daily. So it's daily stream. So it's from Mondays to Fridays. Okay, Mondays to Fridays at 7 o'clock p.m. GMT. Are you okay? And I said this is because I go to work and I come back at 6 p.m. GMT. So I only have 1 hour to get the webcam, the ring lights, and everything ready before I start the stream. Are you okay? But from Saturdays, so from Saturday and Sundays, or Saturdays to Sundays, I stream at 2 o'clock p.m. GMT. So that one is during the day, and then I expect most of the students to be able to join. Now, if you want to have a private session with me, one-on-one, where you can pay something small, and then you have full access to me. We can also discuss that. But I think the best way is that when we have a lot of students who are part of my membership program. There's a membership program on the channel. It's launched, and I just got my first member today. But if we have a lot of people in the membership program, okay, once we have those people, then I can now tell them we can now have a membership live stream solely for members, and then they can join. That one, you give me the questions, I solve, and then we meet on the stream as members, and then we discuss. Are we okay? So we can do that. So these are the times for my stream or my lectures. If you don't understand something, you can go to the main page, which is my science tutorials. We have a lot of tutorial videos. I'm not only doing stream. Stream is for me to interact with you guys directly. But there are a lot of tutorial videos explaining most of the concepts on the main channel, from algebra to trigonometry to calculus to everything is there. So you guys can go there and check the videos out there for free. Long videos, well explained. It is me who did those videos, so you will understand. Right. Willis is saying the time here is 9:32. What will what will be the time here? Oh, okay, it's the same. Mine is 8:34, right? And I'm sure yours should also be 34 by now. So I think you are 1 hour ahead of me. So Willis, which country are you from? Because obviously you're not from Ghana. I'm sure you're either from Nigeria or somewhere like that. So Willis, which country are you from? You are 1 hour ahead of my time. So just basically, if you want to know the conversion of the time in your time, just go to Google and search 7 p.m. GMT to then your time. Right? I don't know whether yours will not be GMT, but convert it to your time and you know when the stream will start. Sadly, okay, so Willis is from Nigeria, so that makes sense. Yes. So Willis, I believe a lot of Nigerians will benefit from this, because most of the questions are past WAEC questions. Okay. So whether you are writing your JAMB or your WAEC, please, these questions are helpful. So share with a lot of your friends and colleagues from Nigeria. They should join the stream. They will enjoy. All right. So Yes, so Awad, this is the time for the stream. It's every day. Awad is from Sudan. Oh, okay. So big shout out to the Indians, big shout out to the Nigerians, big shout out to the Sudan, and big shout out to the Ghanaians who are also watching the stream. Right? A big shout out to you guys. So Awad, this is the time. Mondays to Fridays, it's 7 p.m. GMT. Until I become self-employed, I cannot stream earlier than that because I have to wake up and go to work. Okay. And then Saturdays and Sundays, it's at 2 p.m. GMT. And it's every day from Mondays to Sundays. Mondays to Sundays. If you have any question at all you want us to solve on the stream, let me know via email. Just send your questions to my science tutorials at gmail.com. I will have a look at the questions, so try to solve them at work so that by the time I come back, we treat it in the live stream. Are you okay? And so Kunal, you and I will meet behind the scenes and then we'll solve more questions, the ones that you sent to me. And mind you, Saturday, Sunday, I will be solving the rest of your questions, right? We'll be solving the rest of your questions. We will look at it as well. And Kunal has just also became a member. Kunal, thank you so much. You are the second member for me. I really appreciate you guys being a member. Thank you, sir. My first membership slot is thank you, sir. Right? It's just a small way of you appreciating me. I think it's less than $1 or $1 or so. It's you appreciating me directly. Yes. So, Kunal, thank you so much. But once we have up to 10 members, right? We'll be doing members live stream, okay? But that doesn't mean you guys who became members, I will forget you. No, you guys that are members, like I said, I shared my email with you. Let me have your questions, and then I can schedule a Zoom meeting with you guys, okay? Where, or a Google Meet with you guys where we solve your questions directly, and that will not be on the stream. The streams will come on daily, but if you schedule with me and you give me your questions, we can have access to, I can give you a Google link form so that we have a one-on-one interaction and then we solve your problems over there. Are you okay? All right. So thank you so much, Kunal, and thanks to the first member as well who also became a member. Okay, yes. So Kunal, I'll send you a WhatsApp message and as well as email. So you have a one-on-one session with me. So I'll try to find a time within the day. So I will meet on Google Meet and have discussions. Are you okay? Where we solve more of your problems. No problem. So you are welcome. So to the others who are watching, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys and I enjoy the session. Right. So guys, if you cannot become a member on the channel, the best thing you can do is to share the link to friends and colleagues and also subscribe. Just subscribe to the channel and then every day once I start the live stream, you will be notified as well. Are you okay? So thank you once again. I appreciate you guys and I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. GMT. Okay? All right. So guys, in the absence of any questions, any comments, any suggestions, then I would like to bring the stream to an end. Are we okay? In the absence of any of those, I would like to bring the stream to an end. And just so that you guys enjoy something small while I'm ending the stream, if the stream goes offline, you guys will enjoy some small music before it ends. Are you okay? So let me quickly fix that. Uh, right, so Kuno, good evening, and bye bye. Willis, bye bye, and who was Awad, goodbye. Asim, who also joined, goodbye. Pavan, goodbye. Vinit, you also joined. Big shout out to you and goodbye. Who else do we have? Pavan, I've already said your name. And Osu, goodbye. Asim, goodbye. And Astic, the first member of my YouTube channel, goodbye. So guys, goodbye.
Met you under skies that smelled like spring. You smiled.